The Teaching Service Commission (TSC), which under the Constitution of Guyana has a mandate to appoint, exercise disciplinary actions and remove teachers of non-board schools, performed its last duty in February this year. Against this backdrop, many schools have been operating understaffed, so says the president of the Guyana Teachers Union (GTU), Mark Lyte.
It has been a custom of the Ministry of Education that at the beginning of every term, a list of school needs would be provided, inclusive of junior vacancies. That list has been submitted on several occasions, but there's no commission at the teaching service area to actually hire new staff.
Another followed from the absence of the commission is the lack of senior promotions. This, the GTU president said, is like a slap in the faces of qualified educators who are seeking promotions to senior positions at the non-board schools.
If you don't have a promotion to get an increased salary, it affects all remuneration thereafter. Like the increase here, if teachers were promoted, they would have been on a different scale, and their 7% would have been a little more. There are some teachers who are going to retire shortly. And if you move from a B grade school to an A grade school as a head teacher, for example, you are in a different scale.
This, he argued, will in turn, quote, rob and quote, those teachers that are inching closer to the age of retirement and will be leaving the teaching system from getting the final opportunity for a promotion and increased remuneration that comes along with it. The ripple effect will result in those educators' gratuity and pension being severely reduced. With no apparent appetite to install a new commission, Lyte said he has written to the head of state, Irfan Ali, requesting that he appoint members to the TSC, as is constitutionally required since earlier in the year. To date, there has been no response or acknowledgement.
We wrote our first letter to the president in July, and we have not even gotten a response from the president. So I don't know if we have a president and a government that only treats with one section of this country. Because you see, when Gaisuku workers speak for an hour or a day, immediate attention is given to them.
He called on the government to look into the interests of teachers and engage the union to iron out the concerns of educators. In the interim, the government has awarded the authority for certain tasks to be carried out by the secretary of the TSC, Lyte said.
Such as upgrades for teachers who completed their university degrees, upgrades for for teachers who have been in the system and wish to move from one place to the next. What the secretary cannot do is hire junior staff or undertake senior promotion. And those are two significant areas.
However, the GTU president said that this is simply not enough and it is posing a great injustice to teachers. He said that due to the alleged shortage of staff, teachers will now have to carry more workload, which can result in a burnout and possible brain drain. This means that qualified teachers would be forced to migrate to greener pastures in search of a better standard of living and higher salaries. For the HGP Nightly News, Amel Griffith.